Last session, you pressed into Reddusk's underbelly to chase the iron thefts and a whispered name, Kael. You regrouped at the dockside dive where Old Latch, the half-deaf bartender, poured your ales while a nearby regular subtly pointed you toward the right kind of trouble. The off-duty sailors weren't buyers, but a human and half-elf at a halfling's table agreed, after you sweetened the air with coin, to pass word that you were for hire. You told them to leave replies where only locals would look, by Yorkie's dinghy, now protected by a brand new tarp. Stakeouts followed. On the second morning, Gazek caught sight of a red-sashed enforcer, sign of the Thornbacks, heading off the piers. He tailed the man into a market-side alley and overheard a sharp exchange, a buyer barking about missing iron, payment only after delivery, and a young voice invoking my vow like it meant currency. With nothing but nerve, Gazek approached, claimed a place on the crew, and somehow parlayed confusion into a fresh red sash and orders to recover the iron for the usual drop. Bill carried the ruse further. Disguised as a new hand, he boarded a Thornback ship and won a curt briefing from the dock boss. Assemble at a disused warehouse on the edge of town with a live forge. Inside, Mark, a red sash foreman, kept the coals blistering, and when Bill warned of delays, pulled out a sending stone carved like a face. Kael answered with heat, accusing the Thornbacks of cutting him out, so Mark threw on a cloak and stalked into the Warrens to confront him. Gildor slipped after him as a black cat. Yorkie shadowed from the street. They tracked Mark to a ruined building near an abandoned temple hard against the inner wall. In a back room, Mark met Kael, who proved startlingly young and fiercely protective of his operation. Yorkie stepped in to negotiate, but Kael's ally, a hidden spellcaster, struck first with crackling force, and Kael followed with a pair of precise cuts. Gildor shed his fur in an instant, and the two fought to open space. Yorkie smashed Mark off his feet with a shattered stool, then disengaged. Under a flurry of shouted orders and another attempted enchantment, you burst out into the daylight and vanished into the streets. You ended with tangible leverage, the warehouse drop you can watch, the slum-side meet you can revisit, and a live read on both factions. The Thornbacks want the iron without paying Kael. Kael wants his cut and his leverage. Your next move, recovering the ingots, baiting the drop, or forcing another talk, would decide which side opens a door and which slams a trap.